that's who we pick. When we're old, ugly, and used up, I mean, that's when we go for the stable guys. And we do a very good job. Yeah. We do a very good job convincing them we love them. So I don't know if any girl comes in and is like, I love the stable guys. It's like, at 20, did you? Usually not. So that's, and we can't help it to some degree. We cannot help that we are attracted to men that show signs of dominance. I think a lot of us we wish we could turn it off, but we can't. It's just what we're attracted to. We're biologically hardwired to do that.
Okay. Let me stop right there. Ladies, let me ask you a question. Are you attracted to dominance? Yes or no? Dominance. A man who appears to be dominant, a man who is dominant, the edgy bad boy type, all of it encompassing. Are y'all attracted to dominant men? Are you attracted to dominant men? Yes or no? Simple question. Are you attracted to dominant men?
Fortunately, so
we're biologically hardwired to. Did you say we're biologically hardwired to want chaotic, criminal,
dominant? Yeah, dominant. Because you got to think of like Ted Bundy. He had women. Yeah, he had women writing him love letters. I didn't. He impregnated a woman. He impregnated a woman while he was in prison for murdering women. This is a real Luigi Mangione.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a thing that.
So, hold on, because I gotta dissect this piece by piece so we can understand. Because shout out to Jazz. Shout out to Jazz. She got her. Let me give her a round of applause. Even though I disagree with her heavily in her take in her live stream today in regards to what happened here, I disagree with her heavily, but I love the fact that she's talking her talk and she gonna stand on what she stand on. That's what's up. Do your thing. And I wish her well with her platform. I will never tell her not to get on it. She's supposed to. And if she wants to be the bad guy, hey, lean into that shit and get your bread. You feel me? So giving my flowers to you in that regard. But in this aspect, when Pearl just said what she said, she gave an extreme analogy. She did. However, it doesn't take away from the point that she was making. Do women like dominant men? If you look back, let's do something real quick. Let's take a step back while she's saying this.
When we're old, ugly, and used up, I mean, that's when we go for the stable guys.
Exactly right.
We do a very good job. Yeah. We do a very good job convincing them we love them. So I don't know if any girl comes in and is like, I love the stable guys. It's like, at 20, did you? Usually not. So that's. And we can't help it to some degree. We cannot help that we are attracted to men that show signs of dominance. I think a lot of us we wish we could turn it off, but we can't. It's just what we're attracted to. We're biologically hardwired to do that. Unfortunately. So
we're biologically hardwired to. Did you say we're biologically hardwired to want chaotic, criminal,
dominant? Yeah, dominant. Because you got to think of like Ted Bundy. He had women. Yeah, he had women writing him love letters. I didn't. He impregnated a woman. He impregnated a woman while he was.
And you see, there are four people. There are four people that just agreed with what Pearl just said. Ilkan, Melanin, Athena, and CJ. They all just agree with that sentiment. So by them shaking their head up and down, that means that they understand the point that she's illustrating here, right? Jazz it's not clicking for Jazz just yet. It ain't clicking yet. It's not clicking yet. It's not clicking because she's trying to draw a picture for her so that way she can understand. So she had to choose an extreme. That way people can understand. Now, are there different instances of dominance? Absolutely. But that's one part of it. A man who can be what? Dangerous. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to go off somebody, but a man that can be dangerous, or at least give the illusion as if he is a dangerous man. Which then hardwires the woman to say he's a protector. He will protect me because he is hardwired that way, because he exudes that type of dominance. She will feel protected. Let's move on.
In prison for murdering women. This is a real Luigi Mangione.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a thing that certain women do.
Well, you are correct.
There's no.
Hold on, Jazz, let her land, and you respond. You going to get the mic? Let her land.
Not every woman does that. There's different levels of dominance. However, we are still attracted to dominant men, and that does come in the form of, if a man can kill someone else, we know he can protect us biologically. So that just is what it is.
So you find you equate dominance with, you find a man that can dominate and harm a woman attractive?
See, this is where Jazz fucks up and she becomes disingenuous. She just laid out the land for you. She just said, hey, there's levels to it. I'm not saying all women are attracted to a Ted Bundy type, but women are naturally attracted to a man of a certain dominance. That does not mean that he has to go kill everybody. Let me give you an example. A lot of women want Clark Kent, but they want him to be Superman underneath. They want Clark Kent and Superman. They don't want just Clark Kent. They want Clark Kent that can turn into Superman when need be, for protection and for guidance. That's what they want. But this is the point that I tried to make to Jazz on her live stream. This is the point that I was trying to make yesterday on the Banter and Barter show. She is being, you know what? I'm not gonna say she's being disingenuous. I'm gonna say I just think Jazz is being way too literal right now. You're focusing on the person that she mentioned instead of what she's explaining. So because she tried to, and no, this is not me defending Pearl, but I'm attacking the situation. Fuck who said it. If it was a black woman who said it, I would still be saying the same goddamn thing right now. So this just so happened to be a white woman. Because if it was flipped and Jazz said it to Pearl and Pearl disagreed, I'm like, Pearl, you're being disingenuous about this conversation. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I don't give a fuck about your color. I don't give a fuck about what your race is. But this person just so happened to be a white woman. Right? And Jazz, you are literally not understanding what the hell she is saying. And so then this is why the situation then starts to go left.
That's one way that men describe it, or
one way that men describe it.
That's one way that men do it, and women do select those men. So I try not to apply morality to this, good or bad, it doesn't matter, because women do pick criminals. Criminals are more, men that have committed a violent crime are actually more likely. They are more likely to reproduce than men that haven't. So
and the thing is, this is what pisses me off about the conversation. You mean to tell me, because mind you, how many times have we heard when it comes to dating relationship, how in the black community, right? And this is not me just trying to bash black community. I'm not doing that, but I got to prove a point here. How many times have we heard, or the statistic says, there are far more single mothers with children than there are single men with children. So by that definition, by that alone, now I get it. There are some nuances where, you know, the mom don't put the dad on the birth certificate and all that shit right there. But we talking about the statistics in which that we can go look up and actually prove. And also there's this thing called the eye test too. It don't just work in sports. We see it all the fucking time. We see one guy who got multiple baby mamas. And this ain't just on the celebrity. This ain't just on the celebrity standpoint. This is on the lower level standpoint too. In the black community. We see it. There's one guy who got about 3 or 4 baby mamas. One guy. And he typically the one that's in the hood, right? They want him for whatever reason. They know that he already got one baby mama, but they still decide to fuck with him. And then he get the other one impregnated. Then the other one know that he got 2, but she still decide to fuck with him. They get pregnant by this nigga again. We being disingenuous about this fucking conversation. Nobody cares if you live in proximity. I don't live in the fucking hood, but I still see it. I don't hang around degenerate individuals. White, black, orange, Mexican, I don't. But that don't mean that I don't see it. And that's the part that's pissing me off about this. Y'all think that somebody's just trying to protect black women or protect the white woman. No, nigga, we talking about the topic at hand. We're talking about the conversation. And you being disingenuous. Matter of fact, I got one sample size example to show you. Watch this. Watch this. It's gonna blow your fucking top off. Because I wanted to show this yesterday on the Bat 10 Barter show, but I think we kind of beat that dead horse a little bit. So this is a black woman. You know what? I ain't gonna even say. I'm just gonna show it to you. Fuck it. Let me show y'all something.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Let's go. Oh, I've never had this done before.
Yeah.
What? I thought you guys were going to shake.
Yeah, they are.
Look, he his arms are shaking. His arms are shaking us though.
It's not
Let's see how that
shaking.
is. Curl me.
I don't need a hood right there. That's my solo picture right there.
No, his legs are shaking.
No.
Come on.
Prison. Yeah, you kidnapped me.
We're about to get out of here because.
Oh, wait.
That's just one small example. But they don't like inmates, huh? They aren't attracted to inmates, huh? Why he picking her up? Ain't she on the job? Ain't she on the clock? Why is this black man that's an inmate picking this black woman up while she at work and he an inmate and got the other 2 inmates around her? So again, are we gonna be disingenuous about the conversation or what? Because what I just showed you, that don't even tip the iceberg of what's going on. Y'all remember those individuals who got locked up and then who broke out of jail out of New Orleans? Where did they go? Did they go across the country? Did they go out the country? Did they go to Mexico? Did they go to Canada? No. They went to either their girl's house who they were busting down, or the baby mama's crib. That's where they went. But y'all sitting here telling me that a lot of these women don't like edgy dudes. And mind you, this ain't just proximity either. There's women in the suburban area who want to experience that edgy type dude. They want to experience the hood dude. So it's not just in the hood. There's suburban black girls, there's suburban white girls, there's suburban Hispanic women, there's suburban Asian women. All of them have or want to, never have, or probably wanted to try what it's like to fuck with a dude that's from the hood. And you telling me just because you aren't in proximity or you don't live in the area that you don't see it? Or you can't be genuine enough to say, you know what, you got a point right there. You know what, that it may not be all, but I know that there's some out there. Just like how there's a lot of baby mamas out here. There's more baby mamas than there are. There's more single mothers out here with children than there are single fathers out here with children. But you're going to be disingenuous though. But then I'm the crazy one. All right, man, let's keep it going. Oh shit, I'm
So
sorry.
Okay,
especially in the black community, if we're going to be honest, that's
well, yeah. Well,
something
and I
that's
was going to
because you know you got to think of like
let's-
Ted
let's-
Bundy. You know,
I was calling- I
he
went a
had
little too
women.
far. Watch
You
this.
make women write love
Has that
letters
been
to
your
Ted Bundy.
experience? Has that been your experience? Like, are you attracted to
Well,
criminals?
to be fair,
Okay, and this is the point where I tried to tell Jazz during her live stream. You coming at her with, is this your experience? Well, what you should have did is just substantiate the argument. Just say, hey man, where are you seeing this? Where do you see this? If she didn't agree, where do you see this at? Because she's saying, is this your experience? Well, no, not necessarily, but I see it though. That's just like me saying, listen, I'm Courtnee Edgar, and I've never experienced racism in my life as a black man. And I can say, well, I never experienced it. So is that just because I haven't experienced it don't mean that this next person didn't experience it. But then I have to have them substantiate the argument because, you know, a lot of people cry wolf. A lot of people say something is racism when it really isn't. So then I have to double down and say, okay, well, how was it racism? What the fuck happened? Run me down the story of exactly what happened from start to finish. What happened? And then we can decipher whether it was or not. Because your feelings, what you may felt was racist, probably wasn't. Because sometimes we think our feelings are a reality and our feelings are not a reality.
I don't know many criminals, so that hasn't been my experience personally.
What about the people in your environment?
I mean, I've interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, you know, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So
Okay,
especially in the black community, if we're going to be honest, that's
well, yeah. Well,
that's not uncommon. So I don't know why you're pretending to not know what I'm talking about. You can
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
These simps, but you can't gaslight me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the black community, but I will say about the white community.
Oh,
it's a lot of white women that find, you know, men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gas.
And so this is where Jazz gets triggered because is anybody mention the black community, all of a sudden she go off the rails. Jazz, I want to tell you something. Listen, and this is coming straight out of love, man. This is coming straight from love. Hey, man, all right, what are you doing for the black community? Are you doing anything? Do you got businesses? Are you creating jobs for them? Are you helping them? Are you giving back in regards to? Are you? What did you do when people couldn't get their SNAP? Did you know any people who? You know, who weren't when the shutdown happened, who may have not been getting paid? Did you help them out? What were you doing? What are you doing in the black community? What are you doing? Are you doing anything to help elevate black people? Instead of just talking and getting on podcasts and just talking, oh, I love black people, I love them. Okay, cool, you love them, okay, but what are you doing for them? Show me how you really are loving them. Show me. What are you doing for them? What nonprofits have you opened up for them? How are you giving back to the community? How are you giving back to the community, the unfortunate community? How are you giving back to them? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just curious. Since you're so pro-black and you stand on it, which is fine, what are you doing for them though? Since you want to get so triggered about what she just said. Because instantly, what you should have did is double down, like I said before, double down and told her to substantiate the argument of what the fuck she just said. But yet you decided to get triggered. You decided to go into your emotional bag, and now you ready. Now you ready to pop off. Now, mind you, I'll give you credence because you didn't crash out, but you definitely got triggered.
Gaslight you about it. I will gaslight you. I would say that's true.
En Cox, siempre estamos un paso adelante. Por eso el precio de tu plan no subirá por 3 años.
That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
hold on real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on real quick, Pearl.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the black community.
You can't say that until she lands. Like I want you to right now. We got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you and why you talking over me while I'm talking if you already interrupted the person. Let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the very first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because like I don't.
That is first of all.
It's like the same reason you brought up the white community, because I'm white.
I didn't
have
bring- I didn't-
eyes, you know.
If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very
I didn't-
no, the fuck is not, man. No, the fuck is not. Stop being so fucking sensitive, dog. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. Seriously. I don't give a fuck how passionate you are about the black community. Stop being so fucking sensitive. Have a fucking conversation. If she said some shit that you disagree with, dive into that what she said. Attack the argument, man. Because you already have some type of ill will with her anyway. So the fact that anything that she says that may be a little bit off to you, you ready to go. This is y'all fucking problem. This is your problem. You get offended by every fucking thing. Can't nobody tell you shit. Can't nobody tell you about yourself, even though we see the shit. And then you get mad when somebody else calls you out on it. White people can't tell you shit. Black men can't tell you shit. If a black woman tells you something, she's a fucking pick me. Pick one, dog. Pick a struggle. But what you're not about to do is sit up here and try to play this whole race game. Oh, well, you said the black people, you know shit about my community. Well, guess what? Everybody and they fucking mama got TikTok, got Instagram, got YouTube. We all see the shit online. Everything that's getting fucking highlighted, we see it. So you think that you the only one that see shit that don't see shit, Jay? You think Pearl don't see shit that go across her timeline? You think just like if we see white people doing stupid shit, guess what? We gonna call that shit out too. This ain't just a black thing, bro. This ain't no pro-black situation, nigga. I hold everybody fucking accountable. Men, women, white women, black women, Mexican men, all y'all niggas alike. All y'all can get the fucking smoke. Now you got some ill will towards somebody because they said, oh, well, you should know you in the black community, ain't it? Okay, cool. Now substantiate your argument, Pearl. That's what you should have said. Now to substantiate your argument. What do you mean? What percentage are you talking about? Like, do you think that's all black women, or like is it a certain subgroup of black women? What do you mean though? So we can actually dissect this shit so that way we can get a better understanding of what you mean. And so we can have a fucking conversation instead of us getting triggered. That's why it's hard for white people to go into y'all space, and that's why it's a lot of times harder for black people to go in white people's spaces, because y'all got a teeter tie across. Y'all want to toe tap across the fucking conversation. Have it. If they have a perceived notion about what the black community is like, guess what you do? You calmly enlighten them and let them know, like, yeah, man, that ain't all black people, man. All black people ain't like that. Black people are not a monolith. White people aren't a monolith. We know all white people aren't fucking serial killers, nor do we we also understand that all black people aren't thugs and criminals either. We understand that. I'm damn sure not one, and I'm a black man. So that right there, that one small sample size alone lets you know we aren't a monolith. But y'all want to try to gatekeep everything, but then you don't want to have a conversation. Can't nobody hold you accountable for shit. So we just supposed to let shit fly. That's what y'all want. Y'all just want us to shut the fuck up, let you do what you want to do, and let you be degenerate, do all the dumb shit, and then you go and cry and holler and cry, hoop and holler to the white man and tell them to give you fucking reparations. You begging for, you can't do both. Pick one. You either gonna beg and cry, hoop and holler to the white man to come help you, or you gonna do it for self. Pick one. But you can't do both. You can't call them racist and all that, saying talk shit about them at the same time and then go holler about, give us our reparations. We deserve our reparations. But you ain't doing shit for the black community. You ain't building businesses for them. You ain't creating jobs for them. You ain't doing none of it. Fuck out of my face, man.
This was a conversation about.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Hey, friends, we don't need ad libs. Jess can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, like I said,
again,
we
we're
were talking about.
offended. Next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let
Y'all
Jess
gonna
finish,
allow
please.
it?
Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Jess,
So, like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say,
in particular, yeah.
Excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations, and
60% of black men have been arrested by the.
Can you stop cutting her off?
Hey, one sec. Hey, friends, one second. I got you.
She's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jess. You don't have to ask. I got you.
But y'all got smoke for the white woman, huh? Y'all got smoke for the white woman, huh? But y'all didn't have that kind of smoke when melanin was popping shit on y'all ass. Y'all didn't have that kind of smoke for her. It's different, huh? Boy,
my bad.
Just make some notes, bro. Let her finish. Go ahead, Jess.
That's my fault.
It's fine. Go ahead, Jess. Uninterrupted.
It's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have you see the felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that black women are the most prone to violent criminals within our community, you don't know shit about our community, Pearl. And if we're going to talk about what's happening, if we're going to make it about a race thing, let's figure out what's going on in these white communities, in these white homes, when you all are raising all the mass shooters, y'all raising kids that are taking guns to shoot at other kids, y'all going into public spaces. And I'm sure you're going to talk about black on black crime or whatever, but we can debunk all of that because that's through proximity. The point is that you didn't have to make it about black or white.
It's through proximity, general. Nigga, it's still the stats are the fucking stats. What are you talking about? You trying to you going on this long ass fucking monologue. What you should have did is attack her 60%. Hey, what you mean 60%? I need you to clarify that. I need you to, what you mean? What is that? What does the 60% entail? Because last time I checked 60%, that's a high ass number. I don't think that's the truth. I need the real facts and data on that one, since we're here to talk facts and data. But now you on this long ass monologue trying to tell somebody about their culture as if she don't fucking know what her culture is like because she ain't getting fucking triggered by the shit that you already saying. But you triggered though. And you in that bobblehead ass, blonde wearing ass, wanna be pro-black ass, egg-headed ass woman down there named Tyranny.
Because it's very disrespectful for you to try to pigeonhole black women when you don't know any of us at all, to make that assumption that that's what we are prone to. None of these women on this stage, myself, Tyranny, or even Athena, are dating any man that is of a criminal or that are violent. So watch what you say up here. You got a really smart mouth, and if you're going to have the conversation, try to be respectful. And all this,
look at this simp ass nigga down here, Big Rick the Ruler. But y'all niggas, y'all corny, bro. Nah, for real though, y'all corny as fuck. Y'all corny as fuck, bro. Y'all corny. But let me be objective about this. Could Pearl have used something different? Yeah. She could have used a different example. But however, like I said before, Jazz act as if she wasn't getting it, what she was saying before when she was generalizing the situation, because there have been plenty of times where she could attack the argument. She could have attacked the argument differently. But Jazz acted as if she wasn't getting it. So, guess what you then do? You know what we do? So, like, if we're trying to explain something, we use analogies that about somebody can understand in order to illustrate a point. You know, like guys, we typically use cars or we use sports as an analogy to illustrate a point that we're trying to make when it comes to like dating relationships. So I'll give you an example. When men talking about how a man does not want to pay full price for a used vehicle, that's an analogy saying that, listen, I'm not about to go above and beyond and give you the top tier of who I am for you, the woman who got 2 or 3 kids, you done been ran through, you old and washed up. I'm not finna give you princess or queen treatment. I'm not gonna give you that. That's the analogy that they would use. And so when you use, sometimes you got to use extremes in order to illustrate the point, so that way you can get across, or something that somebody can relate to, so you can better understand what's actually being said versus the actual analogy and you taking it so fucking literal. Because there will be women who will say, so you compare me to a car now? Like, bro, no, I'm not comparing you to the car. I'm illustrating a situation that you can relate, that you can draw the parallel between the two, so you can better understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yep, I'm gonna take my motherfucking time.
Oh my God, can we just
Hey, there was rules. She has the friends. We don't need it. When she lands, Pearl will have all the chance to reply. Everybody going to be quiet. Go ahead. You done, Jess?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't understand why that was accepted. Like that was
wait. One second.
Okay.
We shouldn't accept what she said.
To say that you should know as a Black woman because you all date criminals when you all raised.
Jess, 1 second. So this is my opinion, Jess, and correct me if I'm wrong. She punched you in the face. You have the right to punch her back. Right? Is that fair? If you felt that she punched you in the face, I have an opinion about this that I'm going to say later, right? But we are letting you defend yourself. We're not. You're going to have 2 chances to land your plane, and Pearl is going to have the chance to actually rebuttal what you said. Do you think that's fair? What do you want to do? Can we go on? I want to make sure so everybody knows where we at.
We can move on. I think she
okay. Go ahead, Pearl, and then we go back to the panel.
Okay, so you can tone police the simps and women that respond to shame, but you're not going to tone police me. So anyways, going back to the stats, the reason that I said that was 2 reasons. The first is that I interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them were Black women. And I just noticed that they had a propensity more likely than other races to date criminals. It's not really an insult. As I could go into details about the types of men white women tend to date that are irresponsible. I've just noticed different trends in different communities, and it's kind of bad.
Oh, so hold up. Let's back that up, because that's a part that you missed, Jazz. That's a part that you missed in your live stream that you just so happened to skip over. Because she also acknowledged the fact that it's not an insult, but I tend to see trends, because I also noticed that there are white women in the community who tend to make bad choices as well. So I'm not attacking you. I can just see the trends that's going on. But again, y'all fucking, you get triggered. And I'm getting triggered because of this stupidity. You could have had a conducive conversation.
Backed up by data, because 60% of Black men have been arrested by the age of 25. So, it's not to be rude, but I think it's more common in that community than it is other communities.
The number. Go look at ChatGPT.
In terms of mass shooters, I think you said white people are the majority of mass shooters. I would say that's true.
Mike Capel here, Patriot Software's founder.
So you see, like y'all see what I'm saying now?
Teacher.
Do y'all see what I'm saying? Am I tripping? Am I off? Am I tripping on my observation here? Am I tripping? I'm not white knighting for Pearl. I'm not. But I'm looking at the situation and what's being said here. But she said one thing, because it's a white woman that says Black people do this. then all of a sudden shit goes off the fucking rails. This conversation could have kept fucking going. The conversation could have kept fucking going.
I wouldn't crash out on you for saying that. So again, if you want to get offended, that is a choice, and that is your choice, and you have the right to do that. So
I want to touch on this, and then I want CJ and Rick the ruler to pull up, and the rest of the panel. Okay, Tierney, I see you too. So coming from a world citizen,
and I have to be honest with this right here. I get it, Fatty. It's your show. It's you and Ilkan's show. And you gotta talk. You gotta say certain things. You gotta moderate. But here's the issue, dog. And again, let me be clear about this. Your panel is going to be successful either way. You're gonna be straight. Y'all have a dope show over there, so I'm gonna give you flowers where I'm gonna give them. You got a dope show over there, so I'm gonna be honest about that. But your moderation skills are trash. You talk too much. You got 2, 4. Let me see. Let me make sure without Ilkan. So you got 3. You got 7 people on the panel. 7. CJ been waiting for the longest. Athena's patiently waiting. Melanin ain't saying shit in the hot second. And I know y'all had the longer show, but still though, it's just the point. We just talking about this video point right here. You talk too much. You talk way too much. Let everybody else get on. If somebody else felt indifferent about what Pearl said, you should have allowed them to get up there and say what they had to say. But you should have said, listen, let's get back to the fucking conversation. Now you, as the moderator, want to get in there. You want to try to go at Pearl. Come on, folks.
right? Because I live in Portugal. Right now it's 2 a.m. And Pearl was in the UK for a while too. This is not a black woman thing. If you go to Japan, all those women love the Yakuza until they get older. If you go to Brazil, all those women love the kid from the favela before they get older. If you come to Europe, all these women love the guys that ride on the L Angels. Like women like danger. They are emotional junkies, right? And I believe that Jazz actually pinpoints what it is when you put together people that are emotional junkies, which is most young women, and you put poverty together, you are going to get massive results. And in my opinion, this is why the black community in the United States is hyper exposed to these situations, is because you are mixing two components that are very dangerous. Is the level of poverty. People live on a lower socioeconomic level, and they are addicted to bad boys because that's what women do. You can go to any white college and see exactly the same type of behavior that shads are getting all the women. That's the reality. The bad boy, the foot.
And this is how you know they aren't. This is how you know they don't listen. This is how you know they're triggered. Pearl said that already. She said it already. I stopped the video and mentioned it, that she said it. So now you going back and saying something that she already explained. She said, listen, I know people in the white community, they make bad decisions too. I know a group of women who do that. I understand what we're talking about here. So yes, black women, white women do it, Asian women do it, Mexican women do it. Why are you triggered? What you upset about?
Football star, like we know this is something that is a woman thing. It's just more exacerbated depending on the communities, the culture and all that. So I actually believe that both of y'all are right on their own way. We can't, unfortunately, just be against something because it triggers our feelings. Okay,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No. One second, please. I didn't finish. One second, I didn't finish. You know what's funny, Tyranny? You did Tyranny. No, Tyranny. Hey, Tyranny.
Can I speak, Daddy?
CJ, you gonna get that, big dog. You gonna get that, bro. Calm down, homie. Remain frame, bro. Stay in frame, homie.
I have a Black Panther in my arm.
But you're not representing her.
Respect me. One second, please. The pro-black shit is not going to work against me.
Facts, fatty.
Right? The pro-black shit doesn't, because nobody.
Unfortunately.
Tyranny. Stop.
By the way, just and here's the thing. I think Tyranny is overcompensating. You want to know why I think she's overcompensating? Tyranny don't have any black kids. Tyranny has mixed children. I think they're Hispanic. I'm not 100% sure, but she has mixed children. But she praising the hell out this black power shit. Last time I checked. Cool. Listen, bro, you can love your black people. I love my black people. I'm not black power. I'm not. I subscribe to all the good things that the black community has to offer, not the bad shit. I subscribe to the good shit in the black community, not the degenerate shit. So if it's degenerate behavior, I remove myself. And if you want better for the black community, that would make sense, right? You won't uphold, or you won't take, or you won't not hold accountable the people that do degenerate shit. Because you're quick, especially you, Jazz. Tyranny too. Y'all are quick to call men out, black men in particular, on their shit. Can't nobody call out black women for anything. Nothing. So what Pearl just did, Pearl just hit a double whammy. Pearl just talked about the black community and black women. But she also mixed in black men too. So help me to understand. Just help me to understand. I'm still trying to figure out what went wrong. I'm still trying to figure this out here. What was the racist shit? I'm still, listen, I am genuinely trying to understand where was the racist shit. I'm trying to figure it out.
Stop. Like Tyranny, you can't tell me myself that I depict black woman in any kind of way that is negative, because I avoid it. But what we have to do is be fair.
Sorry, I'm late.
If she was talking about black men,
I'm gonna watch that.
I don't think y'all will have the same type of smoke.
Shout out to AD.
She was talking about black men. She said most of y'all are in jail.
No.
And none of y'all heard that.
Tell them to come pop over.
There was not. Hey, Pearl, did you say most black men go to jail?
I said a stat. I said a stat that 60% of black men have been arrested by the age of 25.
Is that the correct set?
Who the fuck is
one second. Just 1 second. Is this that correct?
You can Google it.
I know that 12%. I know 12% have been incarcerated.
But she never said that.
I will say these, right? 1 second, please, friends. 1 second. I will say these. 1 second, please. 1 second. 1 second. I will say these. Hey, please, friends.
We're not even
too excited. Arrests are not convictions. I want to see the number of convictions, because arrests are not convictions. Just because somebody gets a stop and frisk, and they have like arrests are not convictions. I want to know the number of convictions so I can actually understand if these women are.
You have to consider the exoneration data as well.
And I speak.
Because we
Hey, CJ, relax. CJ, relax. I see you, brother.
We actually lead as black people. First of all, we already know why that stat could be
60% pretty bad, though.
It's 50%.
I just looked up the stat you asked for some facts.
But 100% of y'all fuck your dogs. What the fuck we talking about?
Hey, 1 second, please.
But then y'all okay with that? Then y'all are okay with that. Last time I checked, two wrongs don't make a right. So now you think it's free game. But see, what y'all don't understand is, as a black person, right, looking at other black people, mind you, Ilkan held his shit, Melanin held her shit, CJ, he was tweaking because he wanted to talk so much, but for the most part, he was straight. Jazz, she didn't crash out. fortunately. But for the most part, you know, she got triggered. You can tell. She sat back, was quiet a little bit, and then here come egghead tyranny. Saying some dumb shit. Being degenerate. But 100% of y'all fuck your dogs. So, because she threw out a 60% stat, which again ain't even absolute, but you can still question and be like, hey, 60%, let's talk about it. Because I think that number's a little too high. But then tyranny comes out, oh well, we can throw shots. 60%, but 100% of y'all fuck your dogs. Really? Okay.
Hey, one second, please. Hey, one second. Hey,
And their cousin.
Oh, okay. So, Jazz, then you want to throw salt in the wound by saying and their cousins, huh? As if, hold up. Walk with me now. As if in the black community, y'all didn't know little uncles and little shit be out there trying to fuck with the little kids. As if we don't know people in the community, huh? Okay. You can lie to me if you want to. That shit happens in the black community too. It happens in the black community too. Uncles, cousins. Yeah, it happens in the black community, but guess what happens? Y'all try to cover it up. Don't say nothing about it and don't worry about it. We just gonna forget about it. We gonna wipe it under the rug. Be going to all the family reunions. You know your kid traumatized for life because their fucking big cousin was over there doing the worst to him. Now they grow up gay. Now they grow up soft as ever. Now they want to be a woman because they've been traumatized by their cousin. And you act as if that's only in the white community. See what I'm saying? See how disingenuous you are? Does it happen in the white community? Absolutely. Does it happen in the Hispanic community? Pretty sure. So you see, I'm not just sitting here trying to defend Pearl. I'm talking about the conversation. Because again, if it wasn't Pearl and if it was another black person that said it, I'm gonna guess what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I'm doing right now. Jazz get triggered if she say Black Friday, Black Eyes. I swear, bro, that shit's crazy to me.
Please, respectfully, we literally are going to stop the show and close it out. If y'all like, the conversation became racial, it was Pearl that actually did it, okay? And we are trying to figure out, 1 second, we are trying to figure out if this is based on stats or not. The fucking cousins and fucking dogs, you can't statistically prove that shit, okay?
All right,
so what we're going to do is, CJ, what is the percentage of black men that are convicted of a crime? Not arrested, convicted of a crime before at 18.
I didn't look up the convicted stat. I
just looked it up.
Black men are arrested by age 25. Not most, but 49% of them are. So
okay, so but that's irrelevant because arrest records, like we need the convictions, because you're not become a criminal because you were arrested. You become a criminal when you get convicted.
33% of black people have felonies.
What's the percentage?
33%.
Approximately 33% of African American adult males have a felony record, which includes those who have been convicted of crimes. I'd have to dive in deeper to find like what age group, but her stats were correct about arrest. And that might be something that people use, like, again, inflammatory statements, obviously, for content purposes. But yeah, it is 33% of adult males. So
that's not really what I want to address. I really wanted to say something else. So women want to control the uncontrollable, but they're going to shit test you to see, are you really uncontrollable? So if they get that control over you, they'll say, this ain't the nigga I thought he was. He is controllable, right? So that's kind of why they like chaos. So once they get there, they're kind of miserable in the fact that they like the uncontrollable. So they don't like being on either side of the fence. They don't like the fact that they like the uncontrollable, but then they try to wrestle the controller from you to see if you're uncontrollable. It's a weird dynamic. And Pearl is not wrong. Most Black women are more attracted to. They have a higher propensity to be attracted to those men. I don't know why y'all got offended and expect Black power. That's where this racist shit come from. Like I told y'all before, it's the Black women that want us get us into this racist shit. Can I finish?
Can you coon later?
It's the Black women that want to get us into this racist shit.
On top of my daughter told me they couldn't play on the playground today because of ice. I misunderstood and said, oh man. Hey bro, I'm telling you.
Just let them land.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We control. Hey, Tyranny, don't mute yourself.
So you did. Like, hold on.
Go ahead, CJ.
What do you mean it's frozen?
So yeah, I think they want to get us into a war that we can't win, so they can go and be with the white man, and that's a different topic. But sorry.
True story.
Tyranny, do you have a chance to reply, and then I'll get the best of the people that haven't talked, especially Big Rick, right? What did CJ said that was wrong? It's a battle of ideas. 1 second, Tyranny. Remember, this is the battle of ideas. You have uninterrupted time to prove CJ that what he said is wrong. No name calling for now. Later we can do it. Let's prove CJ wrong. Why is he wrong that most Black women are attracted to this type of man?
Pearl, no, we're not attracted to them. Their men want us. That's why they really hate us, because they can't.
That was not the question.
Girl, sit the fuck down somewhere. Tyranny, shut the fuck up. You of all people don't need to be talking about who the fuck desire you. I'm trying not to. But just everything there, the attitude, face, all of that shit. No, Black women are not the most desired. And they're definitely not desired by white men. There's a small, very small, almost an insignificant number of Black women who actually are desirable to other races, typically white men. Very small amount. So no, they don't want you. Now, maybe if you fix your behavior, stop getting triggered by everything, calm down with your attitude, stop being obese, you probably still wouldn't be up there, but that percentage it'd probably tip just a little bit, but not a lot. But I will say this though, Black men are more desired. Then I want to say they're either tied or they come second to white men, I believe. Either first or second, one of the two. So we're up there as Black men in general. So please miss me with all that lying shit that you about to do. See, and you see what I'm saying? You see, she just do some stupid shit out there. But they want everybody to check Pearl.
Question.
That's it.
That was not the question.
Wrong.
That was not the question. No, Tyranny, you have to be 1 second. I talk again. Tyranny, 1 second.
Fatty, bro, you talk too much, man. I got to keep it a buck with you, Fatty. You talk too much, bro. You talk this is just as a viewer. As a businessman, do your thing, bro. You run your business how you run your business. But as far as watching it as a consumer of this shit, you talk way too fucking much. You got to be quiet, bro. You got to be quiet.
The crowd that you have right now.
I actually came here prepared because I thought the topic was Black fatigue. So I came prepared with stats, facts, data, and statistics. I came,
but the topic is not Black fatigue, right?
That's what we spoke about.
No, but is the topic Black fatigue?
That's what you told me the topic was.
No. I'm asking 1 second, please. Is the topic Black fatigue?
No, I invited. Hold on, Pearl. I invited you, right? and I told you already that the next topic
I gotta get my beard like
black fatigue. You already addressed it.
Crispy,
but
you feel
what
me?
is the relevant part about making it about race when we're here about the relationships? Why go straight? That's twice. That's going to trigger people. And now if they start saying stuff about white people, now we're going to have a race war. We want to have the conversation and intentional about the relationships, but it is turning into race conversation instead of a relationship conversation. That's all we're addressing. We want to have the conversation, but it's becoming a race conversation.
It's interesting.
And we will have the race conversation, the black conversation. Hold on real quick, Big Rick. We want to have the black and white conversation, but when it's almost like it's said to instigate or stir something up, it seems like it's becoming racial. You're saying something.
What I thought was that we were adults here and we could talk about facts, data, and statistics without getting upset. Maybe we're not. I don't know.
No. If I did,
it's not that, right? For example, off the cuff,
just because the girls are getting upset.
No, that's not. Carl, that's not the case, right? For example, we were having a conversation about criminals, and you say black woman after herpes. Like it's a very
that's true because she said that she actually brought it up first, and you guys are talking to me. She brought it up first.
No, Pearl, you brought up the fact that black women like criminals, and then when she said,
that's
what if
true.
she said that?
Give me a second, y'all. Let me send this real quick. Give me a quick second. Let me send this real quick. Cause boy, they bugging. Straight bugging. Let's send this. Do. All right.
White women like men who smell like dogs. Then it becomes racial.
I don't mind. That's okay. I don't get offended. One side's getting offended.
So as long, but look, just know that if that happens, then it becomes a racial conversation.
Okay, and so
but
what?
You can't talk about. No. But what happens is if we have a racial conversation, then it makes everybody else. First of all, I don't care about how we look, and regardless.
Hold on, let me see what you said. Fatty did a stream calling out Anger Man for having similar take that you have. That's barking up the wrong tree. Fatty alienated 800K Angry subs and 2 million Pearl subs over Jazz instigating. Yeah, that's what I'm exactly. Damn. That is crazy. I don't understand, bro. That's what I'm not understanding. Looking at this from a business perspective, bro. This conversation could have gone back and y'all could have had a real conversation, but two triggered individuals fucked up the entire dynamic. And then Fatty continued to keep talking when he should have just shut up and just brought everything back so y'all can continue to have the conversation. Pissing me off. Then you let Tyranny keep saying slight shit. Jazz over there agreeing with her. Pearl already said, listen, bro, if they want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I don't care. We're here to talk. We're here to have a conversation. So have the fucking conversation. Y'all over here trying to have a fucking lecture moment. Fuck the lecture. Talk about the conversation. Get back to it. She gonna have her followers one way or the other. So have a conversation. Regardless of what's going on right now. Do I think that Pearl said anything in regards to be, I guess, race bait? No, I don't. Am I cool for that shit? No. That's just how I observed it. We just went through point by point where I looked at it and I said, you know what? That don't sound like nothing crazy or egregious. Because I remember Myron Gaines going on to Anton Daniels on the after hours, and he was going in and talking about black women. And guess what those black women did? They sat there, they were quiet, they were attentive, and they were listening. They asked questions that Myron then answered. They weren't loud, they weren't obnoxious, they weren't triggered, and if they were, they held frame. None of them got out of their position. They held frame while Myron was doing his thing, because guess what? Myron was a guest on Anton Daniels' show, so guess what? Anton let Myron have the floor and let him talk his talk. And then he would ask questions again. He would ask questions to double back on what he said or to dissect what he's talking about, whatever the case may be. And the other people on the panel would do the same thing. And it was a cordial conversation. But this shit here is chaotic. But hey, it's good for the viewers though. So if it works, keep doing it. If it works, keep doing it. But however, what you're not about to do is allow two individuals dictate my fucking show. It ain't happening like that. It don't work like that. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're mixed. I don't care if they're Hispanic. I don't care if they're Asian. I don't give a fuck. You're not finna come dictate shit on my show. Don't work like that. Yeah, well, maybe Molly, right? So, like, this shit is crazy to me.
To money and all them things. I do care about how people respect themselves. So we should be able to have a respectful conversation without making it racial, blatantly racial.
Nobody
not being factual, making it blatantly.
Okay, well,
y'all can give Tierney as much shit when she made it racial the other day with me.
Well, hey, one second. I want to hear from her and see what she thinks about what we said.
You got a good point.
Well, if I'm being honest with you,
never has a point.
If I'm being honest, I think you guys are overreacting. I think the guys are white knighting a little bit for the women. I don't think we need to get up.
But also too, though, bullshit. He wasn't talking about that quality of woman, but again, he was talking about black women, though, right? But neither one of them got triggered because why? It didn't apply. But I guarantee you, if Jazz was on there, triggered up.
Emotional because there's facts about race, and if you can't handle it, I can go. I don't mind.
Yeah, no, but Pearl, the thing is, we are not being emotional because let me give you an example of 1 second, please. 1 second, please.
I'm gonna bounce.
And here's the thing: you see the difference between the two types of women. Look at Athena. Look at Melanie. Quiet, chilling in the cut, waiting their turn patiently. But look at the loudest two talking: Tyranny. Jazz. Loud as shit, fatty. But it's his show though. So I mean, I still think he talked too much, but it's his show. Two different individuals understanding and knowing how to stay in frame. Knowing how not to get out of character. But these two motherfuckers just keep going. Keep going. Keep fucking going. Don't know when to shut the hell up.
No, it's fine. Let me tell you one thing, Pearl, before you go, Pearl. So
the thing is, Jazz is way too fucking pretty to be acting the way she act. Way too fucking pretty to be acting the way she act. With them goofy ass glasses that she got on.
Hey, please, 1 second. So that's the thing, right, Pearl? If I was playing the same game that you are playing, I would say, you know about these things because you are the one that dated the black bum, a black homeless man. Right, I would literally come out of the woodwork.
So now
I know your story.
So now you're going personal, fatty. See, now you're going personal. Even when she said black women, she was still speaking about black women in general. You going personal. So not only off of one comment of 60% of black men. And I'm sorry for pausing a lot, y'all, but there's a lot here. 60%. Anybody could have attacked the 60%, like, number's a little too high. What do you mean? Expound on that, right? Instead of getting triggered by her saying because you're black, right? Could have. After that, what happened? Tyranny jumped off the porch. Jazz jumped off the porch talking about what Tyranny talking about fucking 100% dogs and shit. Then Jazz doubled down talking about and their cousins. Now here goes Fatty talking about trying to make shit personal. Well, you dated a bum, right? You dated a bum. Now you going personal, Fatty. That's where you're fucking up. Cause you're making it personal. You're getting out of frame. This is why Pearl said you white knighting. You're supposed, you as the moderator, Ilkan as the moderator, you don't supposed to have a side. You're supposed to let the panel do what they do for the most part. For the most part. Now, if you just truly believe in what you believe in, okay, cool, stand on it. But you're making personal attacks. And she did not single out anyone. Matter of fact, Jazz was trying to make a personal attack. Well, she didn't make a personal attack, but she went personal with it. Well, is that the type of man that you date, Pearl? So twice, y'all came at her personally. When she, even though she fucked up the percentages in regards to black men and black women, you know, black men being the rest of the shit, y'all still went at her personally. But I would be the coon though, right? I would be the coon though. I bet. I bet.
Forbid I help.
Right, and these not black women that are just addicted to black bum. You are addicted to a black bum because that was the person that you actually dated for a bunch of years, right?
God
so
forbid I help the homeless. God
no, no, it was not homeless.
No,
it was not homeless.
He actually wasn't, but that's what everyone says.
He was sleeping on your house.
No, it's not the full. I mean, it doesn't matter, but
yes, but my point is this, Pearl. We are treating you with respect. You can definitely touch on race. We can literally do shows about race, put the table to you, and you can do whatever you want. But if we are going to try to either get clippable moments or something like that, we know more about you than you know about us. So if you want to go there, we can go there. I take my gloves off and we can do whatever we want. And if nobody can be offended because of black this and black that, you are going to talk about the time where you were fucking a black homeless man, a fat motherfucker that you were effing in your house, right?
Fatty, you're fat too. It's like
absolutely. You have no titties and no ass. You are mad at me because I have more titties than you. That's why you're mad, right?
We could go back.
That's why you.
I mean, what's funny? I mean, let's be honest though, nigga. You think it's cool to be fat, my nigga? Like, what you talking about? Oh, I got more titties than that, nigga. That ain't no sneak, my nigga. You fat. What you talking about? That's not really a good comeback, but look, Jazz gonna be hysterical, Tyranny gonna be hysterical about the situation. You know what I mean? I get it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be funny. And they say she ain't got no chest and no boobs, but I mean, she a white woman. What the fuck you expect? What the fuck you expect? Now, it would have hit harder if it was a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, shorty, you normally got some ass. What's going on? Ain't nothing back there? See, that would hit different. But we already know it. I mean, she ain't got it. She ain't working with me.
You're mad, right?
That's
because I have more titties than you.
So again, I thought we were adults so that we could talk about.
Oh, we are definitely adults. Let me ask you something. What do you think about black fatigue?
All right, so I do appreciate you guys having me on. I really do.
Can you say what you think about black fatigue?
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. But what I want to do is go to this next part. I want to go to the next part, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. So she did a reaction video to this entire thing, explaining the situation from her point of view. So let's get into it. I better explain myself. What you mean? I'm just saying. That's what it's known for. Certain people are known for certain things, like stereotypes are earned, not given. You feel me? So, like, but let's go to this next one. Well, we're gonna play that one. You said you better explain yourself.
All I want her to do is be intellectually honest and be like, look, because let's say she doesn't know in her personal life black women that date criminals. Are we going to pretend we're not, like, you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas that black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it? Pooh Shiesty, King Von, And I'm not saying, I'm sure white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman. But let's not pretend that's not more common in the black community than the white. It just is. Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO. She does this on every show she's on. Pearl, what's wrong with the blacks?
That's crazy.
And I just don't like dishonesty.
That's wild.
What
you
you're
can
talking
gaslight
about,
these simps, but you can't gaslight me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the black community, but I will say.
Now look, half this panel thinks this is funny.
About the white community, it's a lot of white women that find, men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight that. And so that's the thing. She says stuff about white women, and white people, we can handle this. I say, they'll say, but Pearl, let's talk about white issues. We can. I talk about conservative Christians all the time that I would say are primarily white.
Yep.
All the time. But, I actually think I'm nicer to black people because I'm honest. All these other white people will lie, but they're thinking the same thing. They see the crackheads on the street. I mean, and are there white crackheads? Yeah, but let's be real about the majority here. I would say that's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick, Pearl.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the black community.
You can't say that.
Now, mind you, he's not offended here. He only gets offended when the women start nagging him. You're gonna see. He's not offended in the beginning. He's chill
until she lands. Like I want you to. Right now, we got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you, and while you talking over me while I'm talking, if you already interrupted the person, let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the very first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay. It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because, I don't. The whole panel's laughing. Look, I mean, it's a fair assumption. Look, I think that if people assumed I came from a rich white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, crack. Listen, crack don't discriminate at all, nigga. It got smoke for everybody. Every community, it got smoke for all communities. All of them. Even the white people that be, in the highest of places, they be on that shit heavy. They be fiending for it, for sure. So yeah, it ain't just in the black community. It's in the white community too. It's in the Hispanic community too. It's in the Asian community too. It's everywhere, bro. That shit it's just what gets highlighted the most. That's all. It's all over the place, man.
White background or a wealthy, a middle upper class, they would be right. Is it fair to assume that black people know black people and that they see black culture on TV and in the media? I mean, I think that's a fair assumption.
Facts.
I really do.
Facts.
The same reason you brought up the white community, because I'm white. Yeah, and she did the same thing.
I have eyes, If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Now, mind you, these two start crashing out. And instead, this is how monsters are made. Because he could option A, check these two. But he won't. They won't. And it's no Ilkin, or I think that's how I say your name. And it's no disrespect for you, but I'm just getting tired of men doing this. Like, be a man. And I hate having to be a woman to say that. It's so out of order. But it's just, it's kind of like the dad that always rewards the bratty sisters. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. You just think, could you punish the one that did the wrong thing? He was begging me to come on the show.
Oh shit!
Hey, friends, we don't need that. Leaves Jeskin and
so hold on, mind you, to give you a little bit more context. So there apparently there was some texting going back and forth between Ilkan Ali and Pearl in regards to what was going to happen and what was going to happen on that panel, right? So we don't have the full details on it, but what's being heard and what's being said is that one of the two things, we don't know how true it is, so it's just hearsay at this point. But word through the grapevine is that they didn't tell, they only told Pearl that they were just going to talk about Black fatigue. She wasn't told that there were going to be other topics in that regard, right? Also, on the flip side of that, it was told that they were going to talk about Black fatigue, like from Ilkan's side, that it was going to be talked about Black fatigue plus more. So, and apparently they got receipts, both of them. So we don't know. We don't know. Apparently they threatened to pull it. They threatened to, you know what I'm saying, put that shit out on Front Street to, you know, call whoever out, see who was lying and who wasn't lying. But I guess we'll just have to see, huh?
Delete, letter, and delete.
Go ahead.
So like I said, we were talking about
next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let Jess finish, please. Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
So like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about Black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say, excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for Black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%. Now, again, it's going to completely derail the conversation because she's going to keep saying, why do you keep talking about Black people? It's just like, it's again, this is tone policing. Black men have been arrested by the.
Can you stop cutting her off?
Hey, one second. Hey, friends, one second. I got you.
She's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jess. You do that to ask.
Hold on, though. This is. I want to go to the other video. I want to go to the other part. Is this the one? Is this the one that she was talking? No, actually, I want to go to the beginning part of it. Okay, no. Which is the other one I'm not gonna spend much time on. But I know she said something in here that I wanted to catch. But I'm trying to. So we'll just listen to this one through all the way through, and then I'm going to listen to
that are violent. So watch what you say up here. You got a really smart mouth, and if you're going to have a conversation, try to be respectful. And all this trying to get me to hurry up, I'm gonna take my motherfucking time.
Oh my God! Can we just?
Hey, there was no. She has the rave, friends. We don't need it. When she lands. Pearl will have all the chance to reply. Everybody going to be quiet. Go ahead. You done, Jess?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't understand why that was accepted. Like that was.
Wait. 1 second. Okay. We shouldn't accept what she said.
To say that you should know as a Black woman because you all date criminals when
so Jess, 1 second. So this is my opinion, Jess, and correct me if I'm wrong. She punched you in the face. You have the right to punch her back.
Imagine the ratio of vowels to consonants in this queen's name. Oh my God.
Right? Is that fair? If you felt that she punched you in the face, I have an opinion about this that I'm going to say later, right? But we are letting you defend yourself. We're not. You're going to have 2 chances to land your plane, and Pearl is going to have the chance to actually rebuttal what you said. Do you think that's fair? What do you want to do? Can we go on? I would want to make sure so everybody knows where we at.
We can move on. I think she.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, mind you, this could be a weekly thing. How funny would it be to watch me do these type of debates once a week? Imagine this could be such a great show. You guys see the vision here? I give these YouTubers so much opportunity.
Pearl, and then we go back to the panel.
Okay, so you can tone police this.
Here's the thing. I want to address that. Because a lot of people are indifferent about the situation. There was an opportunity here. It was. Now, disclaimer. They may make up, they may hash things out on the back end and get everything figured out. It may be a part of the strategy. It may be a part of the strategy to get everybody riled up, get everybody going, and then boom, she never went anywhere. It was just a strategy to get the viewership up, to have people talking about it, whatever the case, right? You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube can be like that, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking at it from a business perspective. But if that's not the case, you completely fumbled the bag. Here's why. While y'all so focused on trying to be so fucking proud, right? And you hate the white man. You don't want to be held down. You don't want to be oppressed. Yeah, she could have. Yeah, I agree. She was antagonizing a little bit. Yeah, she on her panel now, so she just going all the fuck way in. She just going all the way to fuck in now because she don't care, because of after the shit that just popped off. So hey, do what you do. You feel me? But in relation to when she was on the show, you can tell she never had any real life interaction with black people. No, I agree. Well, no, I disagree, bro. I disagree, because she was real good friends with the old buddy who she used to do podcasts with. But even though they were in the UK though, so I mean the dynamic may be different though for black men over here versus black men over there. So I mean it may be different. So I don't know. But yeah, and in this aspect, yeah, she's definitely antagonizing them. She going the fuck in. And I think she probably triggered too. I think she feels some type of way about that. I think she feels some type of way about it. I mean, shit. Hey, do your thing. But yeah, she going to fuck in on Jazz's name, which is it's uncalled for. It's definitely uncalled for. But to get back to the point that I'm making, they fucked up a bag, bro. Are they still gonna be straight? Yes. Will they still have another opportunity, maybe with another YouTuber? Yes, I'm pretty sure, right? But this was an opportunity they could have really gained. They could have really got skyrocketed to their platform. And they probably could have made a hell of a bag. She probably could have. Well, they probably could have got a crazy bag and then use her. Hear me out. Because I know Jasmine mentioned, well, she was just using the black people. And I said, listen, what you should have said, you should be looking at it from a business perspective. If you thought that was the case, they could have used her. She decided to come onto their platform, right? I just looked at the viewership. I just looked at the subscriber to viewer ratio, well, the two, and I just compared the two while this shit was going. She got way more followers, way more views than what they have, right? So her followers could have been over there ramping their shit the fuck up. They could have been getting a crazy ass bag, and they could have used that to their advantage to help anybody else, because I don't know who they're paying or who they're not paying, but they could use that to their advantage to help the people on the platform for the consistent people that keep coming. They can pay them. But people get too far in their fucking feelings. They take themselves too fucking serious. Take a step back. Look at this from a business opportunity. Like, this could be a business opportunity. It could be a business opportunity. We can use her. We can leverage her, because we know people gonna get triggered if she say what she say, regardless if they agree with her or not. But we can use it as an opportunity to not only have a conversation, but also we can use her to drive polarizing statements. Clip that shit up. Everybody gonna go over there and hear what she got to fucking say. More views, more subscribers. Guess what? Money going up like crazy. But they want to stand on black coal. Like, nigga, man, listen, bro. people gonna say crazy shit. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Niggas gonna say egregious shit. They gonna say crazy shit. Some of them, the shit that Pearl just said, the chick who did blackface, that's 10 times worse. The Lily get the chick that I did a live stream on, and you talking about Pearl. Shorty did blackface. She did blackface. And just because she said black people, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me. Is it maybe I'm off, man. Maybe I'm a little tripping. I might be.
Simps and women that respond to shame, but you're not going to tone police me. So anyways, going back to the stats, the reason that I said that was two reasons. The first is that I interviewed 1,000 people.
Saying,
a good chunk of them were black women. And I just noticed that they had a propensity more likely than other races to date criminals. It's not really an insult, as I could go into details about the types of men.
Why? Mind you, they still going to get subscribers, though. They're still going to get followers off of this. They still are. Because she was on the show and now she's reviewing the shit. She's doing it more than once. So they still are going to get followers on the shit. But for her to consistently keep coming, though, they could have ran that shit up.
Women tend to date that are irresponsible.
Angry man?
I've just noticed different trends in different communities. And it's kind of backed up by data because 60% of black men have been arrested by the...
And Tommy Sotomayor? Bro, you know, hey, man, listen, they fucking up a lot of bags. They fucking up a lot of bags, dog. Real talk, they fucking up a lot of bags right now. Now that I think about it, that's crazy.
25. So like if your dating pool is black guys, 6 out of 10 are going to have been arrested. Why would I not think that it's more?
Well, no, it's 4 out of 10. It's 4 out of 10. Well, if arrested, right? If arrested, it's 4 out of 10. Not 6 out of 10. So let's make that correction. We've already debunked that. It's 4 out of 10 that have been arrested. 33 have been convicted. 33% have been convicted. You know what I'm saying? So look. Come on, Pearl. Calm your nerves now. Calm your nerves, shorty. They've already debunked that. Stop saying the 6 out of 10. No, it's 4 out of 10. Relax. Exactly, Courtney. You see, that's what I'm saying, bro. They aren't. Again, I'm only looking from the outside. I'm only seeing it from the outside. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But what it seems like and what it looks like is like they fucking up a major bag right now. A major bag. And you know what's hold up. I'm finna derail. You know what's fucking crazy? Listen, I don't care. I need to line up. It don't matter. You know what's crazy to me? Each situation, I don't know if it was, I haven't seen the anger, man, but because you mentioned that to me on Bull City, that makes it 3 for me. But out of the 2 situations that they done fucked up a situation where the bag has been because of female. Hey, man. Hey, hold on, fam. It's been because of a woman. Hey, dog. Hey, listen, man. Listen. I ain't being misogynistic here. I'm not doing that. But understand something. Ain't nobody finna run my platform. No, sir. There's nobody. Now, if somebody just blatantly get disrespected, of course, I'm gonna have to check the shit, right? I'm not crazy. But 3 times? We gotta have a conversation, bro. We're gonna have to talk offline. We gotta talk offline. Courtney, you can't say she doesn't know how to raise her numbers from a business standpoint. No, that's what I'm saying. She knows how to raise her numbers from a business standpoint. They don't. She does. They don't. That's what I'm saying. Pearl does. She raising it. She know exactly what she's doing. She done got demonetized and got back on here, and she's still doing numbers. So she know. I'm just hoping and praying that they know. I'm just hoping that they know. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they do, bro. Because if they not, boy, 3, that's 3 people that they fucked up who got a significant following that they fucked up a bag on. Hey man, listen, man, don't get on me in my hair, bro. It ain't that goddamn bad. Going on, man. Going on. At least the braids fresh though. At least the braids are fresh though. I got them washed.
Why would I not? Wouldn't that be a logical conclusion that she knows a black guy that's been arrested? Yeah, they said your blood pressure would go to unhealthy levels. I don't know. Once every other week. It seems low. Yeah, I know. They're not even arresting the black guys now. It's not to be rude, but I think it's more common in that community than it is other communities.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. I will say there's a lot of people saying that she was crashing out, but she wasn't crashing out. She was triggered though, and she could have handled the situation better. But again, after listening to her live stream today, she don't understand the YouTube game. What's up, my boy Spaces? She don't understand the YouTube game, and she don't understand that some of the shit you just got to be able to catch. Some of the shit is entertainment, and you got to be able to cipher through it. You can't get emotional about everything that somebody says if it's about a black situation. Sometimes you just got to lower your. Sometimes I got to use the Anton phrase. Sometimes you got to lower your voice and strengthen your argument. Sometimes that just helps. Because if you've watched Pearl and you know how she debates, or you know that she may say some polarizing shit that may be for clip farming or to try to get people riled up, then you got to understand what you're dealing with. And so you attack that with calmness, and you attack that by attacking the point, not attacking the person. You don't fight, you ain't gonna fight fire with fire. You fight fire with a fucking extinguisher. That's how you fight fire, not fire with fire. That's how you put the fire out, with an extinguisher. You stay calm, you stay cool, and you attack the argument. And then after everything comes, then once you have the conversation, then you can dive back and say, also, look, I just don't appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you mentioned that. I don't know if you meant anything by it, but you know what I'm saying, I just hope that you pay attention and be cognizant of the things that you say. You could have done it like that. If it was really important for you to say, don't say this about the black community. That's all we saying, bro. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I was just playing into what you were saying. You good? Nah, fam. I gotta leave the hat on now. Her perspective, are you a thinger from Fab? Yeah, that's a thinger, bro. Wow, what's good with your big dog?
In terms of mass shooters, I think you said white people are the majority of mass shooters. I would say that's true. And I wouldn't crash out on you for saying that. So again, if you want to get offended, that is a choice, and that is your choice, and you have the right to do that. So
okay, I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna play this last video. I guess she's talking about Jazz in particular. So she put both of her faces on that bit. So hey, listen, Jazz better lean into it. She getting that visibility. She just started she doing live streams on her YouTube now, so she better lean heavy into that shit. Better take advantage. Hey man, I was supposed to change this shit. I ain't changing it. Y'all will be alright. Y'all will be alright. Y'all will be alright, dog.
I've kind of turned into the Joker in this instance. And I've told this story before on the show. Yeah. I went to England. I was playing volleyball in England. I was living in a mostly, it was a pretty diverse area with a good chunk of black people. I don't know if it was majority black, but it was close to it. I'm going to monologue Doug MPA, and if he wants to talk later, he can. I can't, you know how I am. If I'm monologuing and you're messaging me, it kind of gets me off. So, oh my God, no, I'm going, no. What was I talking about? Okay, let me go back. Let me roll it back. So I was born. I wasn't made. I was born. I wasn't made. I would say, like, again, I grew up in a pretty white area, and it's funny. My mom always said when there was a black girl on my volleyball team, I was always friends with her. Like, I remember there was one black girl in my class in middle school, and she was like my best friend in middle school. I don't know if I was hers, but at least on my end, I was like, I loved her. She was so cool. She was such a cool chick. Went to high school. I mean, there's a black girl on my volleyball team. I used to drive like an hour out of my way to pick her up because she was on she just always had a hard time getting to practice. And I'm not saying that to make me look, I'm just, clarifying. She was one of my favorite people. I drove to her college. That was a few hours away to go visit her. So I don't know, race just wasn't a big thing for me. I never really cared about it. I remember having some sympathy, the first BLM protest, whatever that was. But it just wasn't something I really noticed, saw, or cared about. I saw a meme and it was like black women hating on white women and white women not caring. And I would just say that would be I didn't really get white women. Like, I didn't really get black women hate when I was young, but maybe like passive aggressive things at times, whatever. Now, fast forward, I'm in an interracial relationship at one point. And that was the first time a black woman said something slick to me in public. It was just, I was with my boyfriend at the time. He's a good guy. Stop calling him a homeless bum. He wasn't, but I don't know why you guys say that, but it wasn't true. I hate that. Poor guy. He's getting dragged through the mud, and he was a good guy, good person. But anyways, we're together, and this woman, she was a black woman. She said something really slick to me. And I'm going to be honest, I really can't remember what it was. So, maybe you won't think this story's credible. Take this or leave it. I just remember my boyfriend at the time was like, I can't believe she said that. And it was just like a thing, but I didn't really care. I just keep on going. Now, and when we were together, there's a lot of comments on the video from like black women in particular, just talking about how I was like, come
on, spit it out, Pearl.
They didn't like the interracial stuff. Like, that was, it's always white men and black women that they can't let that love story happen.
Yeah, apparently she don't remember. What the fuck happened?
It's like
what they say.
Basketball, football. It's like athletes and white women, a love story. Streamers and white women, a love story. Black streamers and white women, a love story. Black athletes and white women, a love story. Black YouTubers and white women, a love story. And then it's like the groypers. Ah!
What the hell?
It's like the black women. Ah! The crash out. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the crash out. But regardless, I'm good along. Thank you for the $20 super chat, keeping it real.
Damn, they over there paying. He was
not money. He was like one of the best.
We gotta get our bread. Hey, we gotta get our bread up.
Country at the time. Oh my God, it's just.
Hey, you caught that shit too. Let me tell you about my two black friends. Shorty, just say, listen, white people, and not all of y'all. I gotta call a spade. You don't gotta say my two black friends. Just say my friends. That's all you gotta say. If I got friends, I'm not gonna just say, yeah, man, my two white friends. I'm just gonna say, man, my two friends. You don't gotta let us know what the race is. To be honest with you, really don't give a fuck. So, my two friends or my friends. And then I guess if you never seen them, you'll find out when you meet them. So, like, come on, man. You don't have to throw that in there to prove that you down or whatever fuck y'all say. You don't gotta do that, bro. You don't gotta do that.
Oh my gosh. It's like you help a guy get an ID. It was an ID, it was a paperwork issue. Ow. I hit my hand.
Like a 90-day fiance situation.
I'm getting too into it.
So,
anyways, I ended up going to England, and I make a lot of pals. You guys, at my birthday party when I was in England, I think it was like 85% Black people. And I'm not saying this to, be like the white girl that says I have Black friends, because I have white friends too.
I don't know, Pearl. Hey, you riding a slippery slope right now, big dog. You riding a slippery slope right now, man.
Pretty easy to get along with, I think. So shockingly.
I think Anton got a good relationship with shit. I can't talk. I think Anton has a good relationship with Pearl too, don't he?
But what I want to show is that when I went to England, I never saw that kind of thing. My staff was mostly Black. My friends were, maybe not all, but like a good percentage of them. And I just didn't care about that kind of thing. That was until I had Nick F on my show.
That's what I'm saying.
Now Nick F comes on my show, and I do an interview with him, and I understand why people have their opinions on him. But at the time, I was a very free speech platform, and I felt like
that's what I'm saying. He does speak highly of her. You know what I'm saying? They've had conversations, so that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I don't think she has ill intent. Let me be honest. I don't think she has ill intent, but I just don't think that she knows how to. She just talked the way that she talked. Just call it that. She just talked the way she talked. It's kind of like Shampoo, right? Shampoo, I don't think Shampoo is the kind of person that's gonna code switch for nobody. He gonna talk how he talk. So I think that's the same situation in regards to somebody like Pearl. I ain't finna code switch for you. I'm gonna talk how I talk. You just gonna have to get used to it. I think that's what this situation is. Some of us know how to code switch. Some of us don't. Some people like, I really don't. I really just don't know. Yes, I mean, hey, listen. Some people don't know how to communicate effectively. Some people don't. They just talk how they talk. Some people just talk how they talk. And to be honest with you, they probably don't even care enough to even want to communicate effectively in that sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I see too. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If, I want to have a 3-hour conversation with somebody, I don't see what's wrong with wanting to do that. And a lot of men kind of start doing, Black men in particular, start doing what women do, which is tone policing. And essentially, tone policing is trying to control speech and conversation.
Huntley, Illinois.
So you don't say information that offends people.
Say yes to this ride-on golf cart.
You would scroll past.
And for larger vehicles, Sam's Club roadside.
I agree. I mean, her content isn't for everybody though. You know what I mean? I don't watch her as much. I'll catch glimpses of some of her content, depending on who she's talking to or who she's interviewing or who she's reacting to. But I try to listen to a lot of different content creators to get a different perspective from them, not just from one video and then people, oh, this person is racist. Like, I ain't going just based off of that. So when I say a lot of things, or if I talk about a conversation like her, I don't think she's, to be fair and I don't think she's racist, but I just don't think that she knows how, like you said, Joe, I don't think she just know how to communicate effectively. She just talk how she talk and she really don't care. I think